You're my voice when I speak. When the road's crossed, my steps below me. I don't see nothing but what you've shown me. And I belong with you. When the rain won't stop, you're the shelter I keep. And when the night comes, you're the bed where I sleep. Wherever I go, you go there with me. I belong with you. Yeah, I belong with you. I belong with you. It's what I was born to do. I belong with you. As the seasons change and my bones grow weary, I whisper and you'll always hear me. Wherever I go, you can still feel me. And I belong with you. Yeah, I belong with you. I belong with you. It's what I was born to do. I belong with you. 1,000 miles, a million more, across your fire to your door. All your light will guide me home. I belong with you. And every word from this moment on, take my hand, you can have it all. All your light will guide me home. I belong with you.
Well, family and friends, on behalf of Cassidy and Bryon and their families, welcome. We are so glad that you are here to share in this joyful wedding celebration. And a special welcome to many friends who are watching online today. We know their hearts are with us as well. Today, Cassidy and Bryon commit their lives to one another in the presence of all of you who they love and in the presence of God. Bryon, you were sitting at your desk at the Almo Church of God, going through the daily grind, doing your excellent work as you always did, having little idea that just a close distance from there, this young, blonde bombshell intern was moving into the chaotic Taylor household for the summer. And little did you know that she was about to sweep you off your feet.
I just can't seem to come close. Been working so hard, I'm down to the bone.
And since that day, well, it's been a whirlwind. And for all of us who love you so much, it has been a joy to watch your relationship and your love for one another and this beautiful story. Who could write a story like this? Only God. Bryon, if you would please repeat after me. I, Bryon Grover Shaw.
I, Bryon Grover Shaw.
Take you, Cassidy Keller Clausen.
Take you, Cassidy Keller Clausen.
To be my wife.
To be my wife.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
I, Cassidy Keller Clausen.
I, Cassidy Keller Clausen.
Take you, Bryon Grover Shaw.
Take you, Bryon Grover Shaw.
To be my husband.
To be my husband.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
To love and to cherish.
For as long as we both shall live.
For as long as we both shall live.
To love and to cherish.
For as long as we both shall live.
For as long as we both shall live.
Go for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Bryon and Cassidy Shaw.
And so we've gotten to know Bryon pretty well, maybe too well through COVID. He spent a lot of time with us. But here's a couple of things I'm grateful for. God has answered Shelly and my prayer from day one that Cassidy would find a husband she deserves and treats her like their most prized possession. Shelly and I have watched the two of you closely, like I said, too closely sometimes. And you guys are going to set the world on fire. The world's your oyster. And they always said in these speeches, give some advice. I don't need to give any advice. I gave Bryon enough advice during quarantine by the fire, having a cocktail.
And baby, it's you and me.
You're so wise and so selfless and generous. You give freely, but we always know when we've crossed a line. Bryon, you've picked the perfect life partner who will love endlessly, dream boldly, and stand strong no matter what. And thank you for loving her in a way no one else can. To a lifetime of happiness, laughter, and love. Cheers to the Shaws.
It's joy each time I breathe. You're everything I need. When you're next to me, I'm feeling kind of free. I'm feeling kind of free. I
Cassidy recently asked me, like, what do you do when Bryon gets in a bad mood? I was like, we found you. And Bryon, I'm so happy for you. I know that you've gone through times of life where you weren't sure when you'd find the one that you wanted to be with. And I'm so happy that you've found Cassidy. I'm so happy that you've done that.